Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. It's Msddah. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about a conversation that comes up a lot with friends, with single friends, even married friends. We all talk, reminisce about the good old days, and even just people in general. And I thought this vlog video may help somebody. And it's essentially the values that kept me grounded, while I was single. Like the values I, had in mind regarding, looking for a spouse and all. So I have to put out this disclaimer, okay? I think back then, obviously, before I met my husband, you know, there were a lot of relationships I was in, and in my mind, I would go like, I used to tell my mother, like, if I don't see anyone worthy of my time, I was already like envisioning a life by myself. I think I was one of those people, and it didn't really like bother me in any way, having that kind of mindset. So I just wanted to put this out as a disclaimer. Um, and I think it's just because I don't know. I'm not just one of those ladies, women, or girls who always fantasized about marriage essentially from maybe like 7, 10 years old. It's just not what I thought of. I mean, and I don't know if it's maybe because I didn't grow up with a lot of, good marriage role models. Maybe that was it, because I used to always think of marriage as a death sentence. I'll go like, oh my God, this girl is about to get married. Wow. Our life is just gonna be over. That's legit how I used to think. And as a writer, creator, like my imaginations run wild. So I just think of, especially when I see the guy is just not up to par, I'm like, oh my God, I just pity this girl. But I just had to put that out as a disclaimer. So hey. Um, but one of the values that was in my mind that I thought of, before marriage was the guy had to be God fearing. Now, God fearing ain't got nothing to do with religion. This is just essentially someone who has the fear of God in them. Okay. And you could also think of it ethically, like someone who knows right from wrong, good from bad, light from dark. It's just basic. I mean, yes, you can add religion to it or whatnot, but what I was just thinking of was more someone who had the fear of God in him. Because, in my opinion, if you have the fear of God in you, it drives everything you do. I mean, even in the Word of God, it says the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. So there's that. It has nothing, because the way I see it is Beyonce got cheated on. So Ali Berry is like one of the most hottest, good looking ladies out there. And it's not like she had it any good. So it has nothing to do with looks or status or fame or whatever. If not, those people will be set for life. But it don't work like that. And I think it has more to do with the fear of God. Fear of God. It was showing how he treats people, his family, his friends, even people he doesn't like. It was showing how he treats them. So those are he or she. So that was one big one for me. The second one was, does he have prospects? And prospects is essentially someone who has a life planned out. Now, I don't personally believe you have to go to school to be successful. I'm not one of those that believe that. Yes, it helps. Yes, it gives you opportunities. It gives you options. It gives you choices. But I don't think you have to go to school to be anything in life. I think sometimes it just has to do with how hardworking, ambitious you are, which for me all falls under like prospect. Like, does he have potential, to be great? Is he motivated? I think a good way for me to also get that in a man is someone who is willing to do whatever it takes, like isn't too pompous or proud to do maybe menial jobs or something. I think that's also another good indicator. I know a lot of us women sometimes fall into this mindset of it has to come correct, it has to be everything. No, as long as you have a good head on your shoulder and you have prospect opportunities, to pretty much make me secure. Because I'm not like, okay, I know this ain't about me, but the way I used to think back then was I'm not going to go into all of this just to end up with a bomb or a low life. It just ain't going to happen. So you need to, like, we both need to be doing something, bringing something to the table. No, I don't want to be someone's liability, and someone ain't going to be my reliability either. So it works both ways. And I think it's a fair statement. Lastly, someone who is family oriented. Now, I grew up in a broken family, and I think a lot of people think because those of us that grew up in a broken family, we don't really know what family values are. I actually think we even understand it more than other people, because we long for it, and we strive for it, and we basically aspire to it. So back to being creative again, and with my imagination, I've dreamed of that kind of life, how I want my family to be. So I wanted someone, I mean, it could have been from a broken family as well, but just having a sense of what family is about and what family means and how important family is to me. So we can both sort of know what we want. It would also reflect in the way we raise our kids and the way we have people over. Because I'm a people person. I love having family, friends, everybody over. Um, but if it's someone that doesn't feel that way, that may put a strain on our relationship or may put a damper on, whatever. So just someone who has a sense of people, community, and is basically accommodating of it. So usually people that are family oriented, because yes, they're used to family, they're used to friends or family, friends, things like that. Not people that are like, no, 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 like that wouldn't work for me. So, yeah, family orientation is actually very, very important. The order wasn't really in any particular order that I listed it, but that, they're all very, very crucial. And it helped me because it guided me. Yes, a lot of people would approach me and I could easily say next because they didn't, even come close at all to what I wanted. And I think that's why I believe it's essential to know what your values are. I come across people sometimes, even adults, people over 30, not that I think people under 30 aren't adults, but people over 30 especially, I feel like they have this mindset of, oh, when I see it, I would know. When I see her or he, I would know. But you need to know what you're looking for. You need to know because everything will come or appear to be good, until it's not. So you don't want to be, oh, I've wasted your time in relationships that aren't even going anywhere before you start thinking. And yes, some of these things I had to learn from my own experience too. Like, what signs is this guy showing? What is his own background like? Because like I said, everything will come and appear as good, but it's not necessarily or really good for you. So I think that's why this definitely helped me. And when I met my, then boyfriend, fiance, now husband, like it made me just know that, okay, this is it. Like, because obviously I've ended up with a lot of, things that weren't, or people that weren't that great. And then when I saw it, I recognized it like, okay, this is it. This I can work with. And another thing with values is, yes, there are other things, sometimes you have other lists and stuff, but those three, it's basically like a good start, and everything else would basically just fall in place. So at least it gives you some head start. So yeah, those are my three values. Do you agree? What are yours? Are there things you would change or things you will add to it? And it's good because it's all about opinion or what's really important to us. That's out because that's based on my own background, my own experience, my education, whatnot. It may not, be the same for you, but I'd like to hear your thoughts and feedback on it. Do you agree? Did you have a value set in mind, or did you just, I know a lot of people like, oh yeah, whatever goes, and yeah, maybe it works out for you, and that's great too. So do share, and please thumbs up on this video, like, comment, share, and hit the bell so whenever I drop new videos, vlogs, you would be notified. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time. Once again, this is Msddah. Toodles.